Hey everyone, it's me, Cupie83,
And Barbie0913.
and we have a fun, different sort of video here for you today. One of the questions I get on my channel a lot is like, well, how do you display your collections? Also, how do you dust your collection? Which the simple answer is, I don't really dust it. Sometimes I'll occasionally blow on their hair
Yeah,
or use like a wipe on them, but like, that's the extent.
I didn't do it yet.
I might have done that before this video on a few of these.
As you know, a good close-up camera will really show everything.
Yeah. So, but that's not the question we're answering today.
No.
We are talking about displaying your dolls and the options you have in terms of stands. I feel like brand recognition is basically just Kaiser, right?
Yeah.
That's
the only one I ever hear about.
Yeah, you think of a doll stand and you think Kaiser.
Kaiser Gray.
Exactly. But there are other ones out there, other brands of stands that may be, worth looking into for your collection in a variety of sizes. So that kind of prompted me thinking about that to reach out to Collecting Warehouse. I bought a stand for my Saucy Walker from there because they were the only ones I could find that had like a big stand for like a play panel size doll. And so I reached out to them randomly and was like, hey, I was curious if you ever want to do product exchange for a review, please let me know. So all the products you're going to see here, the stands, the doll stands, were sent for review from Collecting Warehouse. They were super gracious. So thank you so much. We appreciate it.
They're very nice.
Yeah, so nice. So a bit about Collecting Warehouse before we get into like the meat and potatoes about this. Then this is also probably interesting for my mom here too.
Yeah.
Although she perused the website when we were trying to figure out what stands we needed. So Collecting Warehouse sells a variety of different things. It's not just for doll collectors, it's for action figure collectors, it's for plate collectors, it's for people that collect, I imagine, globes or something circular or round that needs a stand to hold a round thing.
Yeah, like the little moons.
Yeah, they sell so many things. So I'm going to go through the list here. Besides stands, which we'll talk about, they sell acrylic and clear plastic displays. They sell ornament hangers, glass domes, plate hangers, acrylic displays, locking cases, like tabletop locking cases, which are kind of cool. Doll display boxes, so if you want to display your dolls in box but out of box, like you could put them in those display cases. Domes, doll domes, mirrors, so you can, kind of see all the elements there. Action figure boxes, sports jewelry, display pieces, car displays, for small cars.
Yeah, I think about that pretty often, that somebody would have that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So lots of cool things for more than just doll collectors. Check it out. There's a lot of tempting things. They sell like acrylic risers, that sort of thing, which I thought was kind of neat too.
Yeah. And the one with a lock, is that just a flat board?
Some were like bigger.
Like when we go to a doll show and somebody has them all in that case.
There was a flat one, there was a tall one, there was one with like 2 shelves. So that's kind of cool too. Yeah. So that's the long way of saying they have a lot of stuff.
They do shelving, yes.
So check it out for whatever you're collecting. But we're going to talk about the doll stands today. So they sell 3 kinds of doll stands. They sell Kaiser, and then they sell Plymor and Bard. So
never heard of them.
Yeah, me neither. So the vast majority of what you're going to see here is Plymor, and there's a couple Bard, and there's 1 Kaiser. Because you already know what that brand is like.
Yeah.
All of these have there's a lot of different sizes for each brand. So this is by no means everything from those brands, but it's a good selection.
Now, and when I think of doll stands, I always kind of think of, well, you're just going to grab a doll stand and it's going to fit your doll, and usually it's hanging down from the neck, or it's not quite the right size, it's leaning over, and I never even thought that, you could actually get one that actually fits your doll.
Right. You could size it before buying?
Well, sizing involves math. Not so good at math, but just the idea of that it's not falling off its stand.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah, and what was really nice about this website in particular too, with each listing, it would say, well, these are meant to be around the waist, or they're designed to fit like a human body. So it would explain like how to measure for the doll you're looking for, or for the stand, which was great. And there's also 2 size charts currently, one for Plymor and one for Kaiser, where it will say this should fit these specific dolls.
Which is helpful.
Yeah. Bard still doesn't have one, so that was a little tougher to shop, which is why many of these are Plymor. So we're going to talk about what the size chart on the website says they should fit, and also show you examples of something else we found that did fit within our collection. Sound good?
Sure.
Cool beans. Alrighty. So I guess we'll start with the smallest here. This is, do you want to hold her up, Vanna White it a little bit? So this is an Alexanderkins. Just your usual, they're like 8 inches, something like that, 7 inches.
Smaller. But she actually, her feet go down on the little part here.
Yeah,
which is kind of neat.
That is really neat.
I mean, it sits really well. So if you're a coffee table kind of person, or a shelf with only little dolls in it, you want to get a stand. That's cute.
It is nice.
It is a nice place.
And then also that would fit, there's a little post-it on the stand here. Our cheat sheet.
There you go.
So this fits like 7 to 9 inch dolls, like Ginny's.
Well, that makes sense.
And Madame Alexanderkins.
Yeah.
And other dolls of that size.
Yeah, it's perfect. Fits them perfectly.
It really does. It's like a great size. So I guess we'll start. Since you started, I will go with these guys. So this is actually the same stand. I ordered it in 2 different colors just to see the difference. So that's the black stand, and this is the silver, and then there's the white. It also comes in white, which is what you see on the vast majority of these. But this is literally the same stand, and I love the versatility of this.
Yeah, that is nice. It looks really good.
Right? As you can see, this is a skipper doll, and then there's like ginormous gem right next to her.
And they're even complementing outfits. I love that.
Right? And it kind of looks like she could be a little Jerrica.
She could.
Like,
or
oh my
she's
goodness.
Ashley in it.
Yeah, she could be.
She could be.
So this is the same stand. I love the versatility, like I said. With Kaiser, this is Plymor, by the way. With the Kaiser ones, I feel like I have to, for Skipper to be able to stand well, I have to order a Skipper stand, and the Skipper stand doesn't fit the taller dolls very well. So this is nice because it will literally fit. It's made for dolls between 10 and 12 inches, but it fits Bratz, Ever After High, Monster High, Skipper, Gem, and like literally anything between Skipper and Gem.
Right. Does that one come in the different colors?
Comes in 3 colors. The vast majority, all the Plymor come in the 3 colors.
Okay.
Just the silver, the white, and the black.
So that's why if you want a different color, you go for the other one, the other company.
Yeah, if you want like a pink or blue one, you have to go with the other brand.
This was my very first BJD. This is Reagan. It's not her real name, it's just the name I gave her. But she was so excited to get out of the shelf. So, all right, we have it. This is for, I'll let you read that, Vanna White.
So this is, it's Plymor, and it fits 10 to 12 inch dolls as well, but it's designed more for the curvy Barbie body, Ken dolls, dolls with like larger hips, living dead dolls, and they specifically pointed out, which I thought was funny, the 1990 12-inch Star Wars figures. So if you have those, so really anything, that has wider hips to it, a little bit more body, that should fit. So like it's a little big on this one, but it fits it really well.
It's
too.
Not bad though.
No, it's not
better
bad.
Than what she ever had.
Yeah, so if you have curvy girls in your collection, this is a stand that you want to consider. So this is a Paula Reina doll.
Does she still smell like vanilla?
Just kind of.
There.
Yeah. This is a stand from Plymor. It's for dolls between 10 and 14 inches tall. Looks great, works great. This stand specifically was called out for being good for hot toys, sideshow action figures, 1/6 scale action figures, like the cool collectible ones. and 12-inch fashion dolls. So it was a little hard for me to find a doll to put in here just because it is made for dolls that are a little, like, they have more of a waist than Monster High or a slim doll, or like a more slim-waisted doll. But in the end, I think this looks really good on her.
It does.
Yeah.
It's a Plymor.
And this is Plymor. So that is this particular stand. And we also have Jean here. She's on a Bard stand. This one, I think it just says Bard on the bottom, so I don't have a specific product number, but I think it's supposed to be the stand that fits 10 to 16-inch dolls. The only thing with this is, well, first you'll notice it has the wooden bottom, which is nice if that is an aesthetic you're going for.
Yeah.
Generally, I don't need that.
Yeah, you don't, right.
It just adds a half inch or an inch to, like,
that's
the
true.
height of the doll.
That's true, it would. Yeah.
So maybe it's good if you're layering your shelves.
Yeah.
It also has a thicker band around the waist. It doesn't fit Jean, like, as well as maybe some other dolls. There is no size chart for this on the website, so I was kind of guessing and checking. Well, I mean, it's a fancy looking stand if this is something you're going for.
A lot of people use those with a wooden top.
Yeah, so I think if anything, I would maybe put like a gripper on the bottom or something, like, to maybe make her not slip inside. And then we have Patience.
Patience is excited. She's not falling all over the place.
Patience is on a stand for 13 to 17-inch dolls. She is on a Plymor stand.
And they show the welly wishers and the glitter girls.
Yeah, so like those are like vinyl dolls that have like thicker sort of bodies. I found it again hard to find dolls that are perfect for that because we don't have a lot in there. But it did actually work pretty well on Patience. It's not like hugging her waist, but she's not falling apart. I mean, Patience is floppy in general, but like she's standing fine. So I think this one works pretty well with Patience. And it's also, again, a good size range between 13 and 17 inches.
Yeah, that does look good. And then we have a Lenshi. This one is a real flopsy kind of leggies. Plus she looks like she's going for her nap. So she usually falls down. She's missing her shoe right now. I'm sure I'll find it tomorrow. But this is a fits 18-inch dolls for like American Girl. So actually it does look cute on her. I'm glad because she usually falls down all the time. And
that's a Plymor. I think on the bottom of that post-it it says it fits dolls between 15 and 21 inches, which is why it's great for 18 inches because it's right there in the center. But 15 inches is like the lowest one, and then it goes all the way up to 21-inch dolls. So that's the thing with the Plymor line right now is like it's giving a vast majority of, like, you can get a lot of use.
Length. Oh, yeah, the height. That's what I need now for all the other Lenshis.
Yeah, that works really well with her.
Yeah, it does.
So this is one of the larger, it's like maybe the second to most largest Plymor stands. It fits dolls that are between 16 and 24 inches tall. So like if you have a large fashion doll, or in this case a BJD.
What are they going to do? They're always sitting down or laying. That's it. On a couch. They needed something else to do. She needed to be able to stand.
Yeah, and it's perfect for the waist.
It is. It's really good.
It's really perfect. So like I feel like this is good for like the slim SD size dolls. Maybe not the ones that are more hipsy.
Yeah, I mean you've got that little piece in the back that you can really see on her. It's made me wonder why it's there, but it works.
Yeah, no,
it's good on her.
I think this works really well. So I'm definitely curious.
Because a lot of times on a ball jointed doll, then the stringing gets really loosey-goosey because it's been sitting or it's been laying, and that's it. This at least will hold her up for a while.
Yeah, no, I think this is a really good stand for her. It looks really good, and it fits her waist really well.
Yeah.
So now we're down to the last three, and these are like the biggest examples that we have for you, so we can start over there.
Okay, we have my scene. Whoops.
She is on a Bard.
she's on a stand that is not quite fitting.
Yeah,
right?
so full disclosure on this one. Not that all this hasn't been full disclosure.
No.
But this stand potentially arrived a little bit damaged. Had I paid for it, like, I'm sure they would have been super gracious about, getting us a new one. However, as this was sent as a sample,
Right.
like, we can mock this up and we can make it work. Because what's happening right now is, like, this part of the stand is not not connected to the base, so there's like 3 pieces to the stand as opposed to 2.
Yeah, and this is what the mice scene usually is standing in, and it's always been hanging down her body, ready to fall down at any moment. So I was excited she was going to get a stand.
And this one I think works really well. Like,
It does. I'm just going to have to hold it that way.
So this particular stand is, as I said, it's a barred extra large fashion dolls, is what it's meant for. I feel like if it's something that's super thick, it may not work, but if you have like a more like slim fitting.
Like the Monster High, the tall ones.
Yeah, that would probably be really good for them. It is supposed to sit at the waist, so even this doll isn't perfect, but it does fit her.
Yeah.
Like, in our mind, it's perfect.
Yeah,
right?
I'm fine with it.
Yeah.
It doesn't really bother me at all.
No, and I think it all worked out. But yeah, so this is the barred stand that is not, like, doesn't have a wooden base.
This is Sweet Sue. I got her from a yard sale years and years ago, where she was sitting in a bucket of other naked dolls that were broken. And she has been with me for a long time.
Yeah. She's happy to have a stand.
Yes.
She's on a Plymor, and it's basically for your extra large fashion dolls. Originally, I had asked a question when we were kind of looking around, and I was like, well, would this fit a Patty Play Pal? Because she falls within that range. And they recommended that we go with the Kaiser for Patty Play Pal, because this is more for, again, like, not like super slim, but it's more for the thinner, not so robust,
Yeah, she's
ideal bodies. So this is good for like your other walking dolls, right? Like, what do they call them? Like the grocery store ones or whatever.
yeah, and the toddler ones too.
Or other dolls of that
Yeah.
size. This is a reproduction Patty Play Pal. She's the one with like the most poorly designed arm system ever.
But her legs are great.
But her arms are not very good.
No, it's very hard to try to put them back together.
Yeah, no, so if you know how to put them back together,
Yeah.
please let us know in the comments. So this is she's the only doll here on a Kaiser stand. This is a stand that fits 34 to 42 inch dolls like Patty Play Pal, things of that nature. I bought it for my Saucy Walker. So both the Saucy Walker and this Patty Play Pal are on the same stand. I need dolls of that size. This fits the ones with like the wider waist. As I said, that was recommended when I was like, we're trying to find a Patty Play Pal one. So wider waist, you might want to go with this for your bigger dolls.
Which is really nice. You can call them or email them, and they'll have a conversation with you and help you figure out what size you need.
Yeah,
which
exactly.
is really good.
I had like nothing but good conversations.
Yeah.
So, and this is not the first time when I did place my order for Saucy Walker's stand, it came fast. It was easy. Like, it was a good transaction.
Yeah.
So that is the video for today. Huge thank you to Collecting Warehouse, because we could not have done it without them, and it was really nice being able to like experience a new brand of stands. Because truthfully, like this stand that fits a 10 to 12 inch fashion dolls is like so versatile.
They look so cute in it.
Right? And I'm like, I should just buy these, because it fits, like, if I run out of skippers to put stands on, I can use it for something else.
Right.
And like specifically, if I'm just doing the tall dolls, but then I have an extra stand, I know it'll fit the skipper.
Right. I used to buy the Kaisers in boxes of a dozen when Shirley was still around with Shirley's Dollhouse. So she'd always make sure she had at least 12 in case I needed them.
That's great. Stands. We all need stands. This is the issue of dog collecting.
Where do
You have a
put
dowel.
your dowel?
You
Yeah.
need a stand, right?
Yes.
Like you buy a new dowel, what are you gonna do?
And I don't like the straddle ones.
Mm-mm.
Those don't work.
No. And sometimes the ones you get from like that are boxed with the dowels, like the gem stands, I like them, but they're super bulky. So like they take up so much space, or like even Monster High and Ever After High,
Ones.
like they take up so much space that they don't need to
do.
take up.
Yeah.
So it is really nice having the option to get like these nice simple stands. We will be talking about this website one more time, as they also sent some like clear acrylic plastic boxes to show you guys what they might look like in case you're the collector that wants to display your like out of box dolls in a box.
Mm-hmm.
Or in a clear acrylic sort of case to keep the dust away and such.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we will be back with that one because that takes more setup, shockingly, than this one.
You know us. We're not that good with putting together things.
But I hope you found this informative. Huge
Or
thank
for a
you.
laugh.
Yeah, a huge thank you to Collecting Warehouse for sending these products for review. Please, please, please visit their website. Give them a like on Facebook. Let them know that you stopped by because you saw this video. And if you're in need of stands, place an order.
Right. And you'll send a link.
Yeah, the link is in the description. So feel free to just click that. But yeah, place an order if you're in need of stands. I definitely like need stands, so this might be the route this will probably be the route I go in the near future because some of my dolls are in dire need of them. So, final thoughts?
I'm good. I'm really happy with them.
Yeah. So again, thank you to Collecting Warehouse. Thanks for watching the video. Like and subscribe if you haven't. And check out, I've started blogging again, so the link for that is in the description as well. I think that's it. But let us know what you thought of the video in the comments, and we will talk to you soon.
Bye-bye.
Bye.